have a little bit of character development. I rarely read a character like him before. I wasn't expecting to finish this. Not satisfactory, didn't leave me wanting more. On today's episode of Reading New Releases, I will be reading Daydream by Hannah Grace, which is the recent new release. This is a part of the Icebreakers romance series. It's a sports romance, and I think it's hockey. I don't know why I forgot what it is, but I think it's hockey. And we're following Henry and Hal. I remembered Henry from Icebreakers and I really liked him, so I'm excited he finally got his own book. And it took a while for me to actually get to my hand on this book. I don't know why, but for a while it wasn't in stores, and then I had to wait for 2 weeks for it to finally come into my country, which sucks, but I finally have my hands on it, so I'm gonna be reading Daydream. It's going to be the first book we're gonna be reading for this video. I'm excited, but also I'm a little bit scared because I have really high hopes for this book just because I love Henry's character, and I also think that the premise is going to be interesting. Henry is struggling with his classes and he needs help, and so Hal, who's our FMC, ends up helping to tutor him. Also, just like a little quick info, I will be going overseas in like 3 days, and so I don't know if I'll be able to give updates as frequently in this reading vlog. I hope somehow I'll be able to give updates, but obviously I might not be able to. I'll be going with some friends and it's going to be a very packed trip, and so I don't know if I'm gonna be capable of even reading a lot. I'm gonna try my best and see how things go. So I want to pop in and mention that because this video I will be like all over the place just a little bit. This is a 400 plus page book. For a romance book, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Hello, it is currently 10 p.m. and I have an update on Daydream by Hannah Grace. I've been reading on and off today. I haven't actually had a lot of time to read, but now I've gone to chapter 12, page 119. I'm gonna stop for the day because I actually have a lot of things to do and then I need to edit a video. I'm going out of town in 2 days, and so I was busy packing and I didn't have really time to read. I will try my best to finish this before I leave. I really want to do that because I want to bring another book on my trip, and that will be also a book for this video. Regardless, I am having a lot of fun with this book. I like the fact that both characters have issues of their own, have a little bit of character development that needs to be done, but also I think that Hannah Grace's writing in this book, for some reason, is a little bit more different than the first 2 books she released in this series, and I think it's a lot more polished, it's a lot more clean, and the reading experience is just a lot easier. But I really like reading about Hal and Henry, and I really like reading about their characters and them as individuals and how they think and how they act. I'm having positive vibes with this book. I have a good feeling it's going to be a highly rated book. Those are my thoughts right now, but I'm gonna go now because I am exhausted, and I'll give more updates tomorrow. Hopefully I will get this done tomorrow. So that is going to be it for me tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thought I would give a Midway update because I am more than halfway through Daydream. I'm at page 250, and I think the part of this book that is making me a little bit confused is mostly Hal and Henry's relationship. Is somebody... Wait a second. Hi, girl. My other dog wanted to come inside and play. If you guys have followed me for a while, you'll know that I have one fawn colored dog. I have a second one. She has come into play. Anyway, I am going to talk about my book. Yeah, I feel a bit weird about Hal and Henry's relationship, mostly because I don't know if they're friends with benefits or if they're just friends or if they're trying to become a couple. It just feels a little bit, a teeny tad weird. I think, however, I understand where the both of them are coming from when it comes to their relationship. I can see it. I really like Henry's character. I think I have rarely read a character like him before, so to me that is pretty interesting. And also Hal as a people pleaser, she's triggering me because I sometimes feel like I act like that. So I feel like a lot of the times anything that she says or she does, I just really want to scream at her because I just want to tell her that there's no need to say yes to everything. That is where I'm at with Daydream. I'm having a lot of fun with the writing. I like the writing of this a lot more than the first 2 books. Hopefully I get this done tonight because I am leaving tomorrow and I do not want to bring 2 books to my trip. I will give you guys an update at night with hopes that I will be done with Daydream.
Acho de golfe. Deitar. view.
It's currently really late at night. At least for me, it's really late. It's currently 11:30. I have to wake up at 6 tomorrow to go to the airport. So to me, this is really late. I'm gonna be so tired, but I was determined to get this book done tonight, and I just didn't want to bring this to travel. So I finally did it. I finished it. I pushed through. I'm so happy that I got this done. I enjoyed this book. I thought the writing was great once again, and I did like the progress of their relationship and the romance. I could see where the both of them came from when it came to their relationship and why they didn't want to really put a big label on it. And I like that there's not really a huge third act conflict. The story flowed very well. It was paced very well. It wasn't very boring, and it was a pretty easy read overall, and I did enjoy the book. But I think it wasn't amazingly good to the point where it was like giggling or laughing or crying with the characters. So this is gonna be a solid like 4-star book, I think, because I loved the characters. I like that they had depth and they got better and they loved each other a lot more, and I think that that's the sweet part of this book. Overall, this is a very cozy little read. It felt a lot more like a fall read actually compared to like maybe a summer read. Once again, really like this book. 4 stars. The next book I'm going to be bringing to my trip is going to be Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. This was released in the beginning of this month, I'm pretty sure. So I'm really excited to pick this up. I really want to read it. I thought that Wild Love, which is the first book of this series, wasn't my favorite Elsie Silver book, but I still really liked it. It was a 3.5. So I'm excited to see what this book will entail. This one I feel like I might enjoy a lot more. This one follows Skylar and Wes, and Skylar is a celebrity, a singer, and Wes is a single dad who has 2 kids, because the MMC in the first book is like a recording studio owner, something like that. I don't remember the term for it. And Skylar is one of his clients. I might not be able to give updates at all in that trip, but I don't even know if I'm gonna finish it during the 5 days I'm going to be in Bali. This is going to be the last update before I leave, because I'm going to be waking up so early tomorrow, and the last thing I want to do is give an update. Is it recording? Oh my gosh, my battery's dying. It's been a few days. It's been almost a week. Today is currently Tuesday, which is the next week since my last clip that I filmed, which stated that I was going to go overseas and I was going to be reading Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, and I was going to be bringing this to my trip. And yes, when I started this video, I knew that I was going to be going overseas, so there's going to be a period of time where I wasn't going to be updating you guys, but I also wasn't expecting to actually finish my book during my trip, because I'm the type of person, when I go traveling, I don't have nap time. I try and make use of all of my time when I'm out there, so I don't usually have time to like chill and read. By the time I come back to the hotel, I'm usually tired. I wasn't expecting to finish this, but I did. I had a lot of time. This trip ended up being a very chill trip, and also at night I had time to read. So I finished Wild Eyes and I didn't give any updates, so that is the issue right now. I actually had a lot of fun reading this book. I just feel very awkward filming in front of people and in front of friends who don't actually want to be filmed. This was so good, and I wanted to capture a lot of the expression that I had when I was reading this book, because I was actually laughing and giggling a lot when I was reading this, but again, I didn't film anything. I did bring this to the beach. I went to the beach a lot this trip, and I read this on the beach, and it was so fun. Gotta be honest, I have never done that before. I've never really read a book on the beach. I do live very close to Bali and I always go there, but I tend to just stay in the city. If you guys don't know what Wild Eyes is, you're following Wes, who is actually the brother of the female main character in the first book, Wild Love, and it's a romance with a celebrity called Skylar. The both of them are strangers, but when they met, there was this spark and they ended up falling in love, obviously. But I actually really liked the story of them getting together, and I really enjoyed seeing them slowly fall in love, and also the fact that Skylar really connected with Wes's kids, and also the fact that Wes's ex-wife is so lovely. So I really liked this book overall, and I really liked the way this book got together. Even the conflict to me made a little bit of sense. I did enjoy this book. I don't think it'll be like a 4.5 though. I'm thinking either a 4 or 4.25, just because even though I did have fun with this book, I didn't love the book. I didn't love the characters. It's a type of book where I wasn't obsessed with the characters, but I liked the story of them getting together. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't feel connected to the characters, so I think this is going to be like a 4 or a 4.25. I really liked it. I'm so glad I enjoyed this book, just because the first book of this series I didn't really enjoy. And I apologize for not having any b-roll footage of me reading this book. I tried to film, I think, like 2 clips, because I know that I didn't really film a lot with this book, I decided to read more books in this vlog. I think we're gonna read 2 more books, so that we're gonna be reading 4 books in this reading vlog. The next book I'm gonna read, you guys can actually see some of the books that I will be planning to be reading, but I'm still not sure which one I want to pick up. They're all in my fall TBR, but one is in my September TBR that I need to get done before the month of September ends. I'm thinking of picking that one up first. I am going to give you guys more updates later on because right now I need to work. I am swamped with work. I just came back from vacation, so obviously I have so much things to do, and then I'll come back to you guys and give you guys an update when I've picked out a book, and I promise to film more b-roll. I'm gonna go now. I will see you guys later. I have started reading the Grandest game. This is going to be the next book that I'm going to be reading in this reading vlog, and this was released, I might be wrong though, I think it was released in July, but like the end of July. Technically it's still a new release if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but yeah, this is the Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It is a spin-off sequel of the Inheritance Games, and I believe that you need to read the Inheritance Games first before you read this, because so far getting into this I realized that the book is heavily influenced by the first series. A lot of things that happen will make sense if you read the first book. If not, you'll literally go into this blind and some of the things won't really make sense. Highly recommend reading the Inheritance Games first if you guys have not read it before, and I did enjoy that series, so I do highly recommend it as well. Right now I'm at chapter 19. This is page 78, and with this book you're following 3 main characters. There's Lyra, there's Gigi, and there's Rohan. I think Rohan sounds better. And all of these characters, I think they actually appeared in the first Inheritance Games trilogy. I might be wrong though, because I actually don't remember if Lyra appeared there or not. I just have a feeling that she did appear somehow, or maybe in the Brothers Hawthorne, which is like the book before this. Gigi is Grayson's half-sister, and Rohan is a part of this underground gambling group thing that appeared, I'm pretty sure, in the Brothers Hawthorne. I don't actually remember much about these 3 characters and how they appeared and their backstory. You get a little bit of it in this book, but I think it's still a little bit of a mystery just because I don't remember much about the original series. You're following a game that Avery made, and Avery is the main character of the Inheritance Games, by the way. But in this book, I think the main character is Grayson Hawthorne. I don't know what to expect with any of Jennifer Lynn Barnes' books. A lot of like the mystery and the thrill of finding out the riddles and the secrets are all super fun, so I like to just enjoy my reading experience, and so far I'm still enjoying it. I really like reading about these characters, getting to know them, getting to know the game. I'm going to continue reading this today. I'm hoping to get it done today, but I know for a fact that that won't happen. I do have to play tennis later at night, which is why I won't have time to read a lot today, but I'll try my best, and I am going to continue my read, and I will give you guys more updates as we go. Lighting is not great, but I want to give a night update before I go to bed. It is almost 11 p.m. and I have read a lot of the Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm at chapter 51 now. This is page 220. I'm exhausted and I want to go to bed early, so I'm going to continue on with my read tomorrow. I have around 150 pages to the end of the book. I'm pretty sure I can get it done tomorrow. So far, I am really liking all the riddles and the game and the mystery behind these characters and their backstories, which we're getting to know every single character's backstory. But I do feel like the romance in this book is kind of questionable. I think it's only been 2 days, and I just feel like some of the romance lines are moving on as though they've known each other their whole lives. But I'm still really liking it, so I'm gonna continue reading this, and I hope I can get it done tomorrow. So I'm gonna give you guys more updates tomorrow, and I will see you guys in the morning. my voice. I sound a little bit sick. I think I am getting sick. I made a cup of hot tea because my throat was hurting pretty bad, and then I feel like I think I'm about to get sick. So every time I come back from vacation, this always happens. I'm here to give an update on the Grandest game because I actually finished it just now. I took a little nap, so if I look a little bit sleepy, I am sleepy. I'm really tired right now, but I took a 2-hour nap and I feel great. And then I continued reading this and I finished it. And let us talk about my feelings about this book, which is I don't actually know how I feel about the book. I've mentioned I didn't like the romance side. I still stand true to that. I don't understand how it happened. It went from 0 to 100 real quick. And also the game that happened in this book kind of spans only one day. And there were a few lines, like a few love lines, by the way. I know how to feel about it. I don't really like it. I felt like I couldn't really understand the characters as much. Everything felt very surface level when it came to the characters. I did really like the game. I did enjoy all of the riddles. I want to give it like a 3 stars just because the romance was bad, but I did kind of enjoy the game. I love seeing Avery and Jameson appear again. I do love Jennifer Lynn Barnes, but this book was kind of not satisfactory. It didn't leave me wanting more. So yeah, that is the Grandest game, and we're gonna be reading our next book, which honestly I'm pretty excited about. I thought I would give an update before I leave. I wasn't about to give an update, but I figured that I need to because I haven't given an update at all today. As you guys can see, I did end up falling sick this morning. I got a fever. It was a mild fever. It wasn't that bad, but I was feeling very tired and lethargic. I still feel like that right now, but I ended up picking up a book. I ended up picking up Business Casual because apparently The Enemy wasn't released recently. It was indie published like a long time ago. This book was released in the month of July. I still count it as a new release and I do want to pick it up, so we're reading Business Casual. This is the 4th book of the Love Late Farm series. You're following Nova and Charlie in this book, and they get into a business casual relationship. That is all I know about this book. So far I have read 38 pages. I've not read a lot. I am about to go out and I know I'm sick, but I have a meeting. The last thing I want to do is go to this meeting, but I can't reschedule. I can't cancel it, so I need to go to this meeting regardless of me being sick or not. So I'm gonna go. I will catch up with you guys once I'm back. I'm gonna read outside, and I also will be going book shopping, but I'm gonna have a doing bookish things video that's gonna come out. I'm gonna have a bookstore shopping vlog on that, so you guys can go and check that video out. I'll tell you guys my thoughts about this book when I'm back. I'm still feeling really tired, low on energy, so I'm gonna go. I will see you guys later. Hi guys, if you're wondering why I'm doing a voiceover, the TLDR is I am struggling with acne. I did a facial, I got some work done. I now look like Deadpool, so the last thing I want to do is appear on camera. But also I am ending this reading vlog because I ended up DNFing Business Casual by BK Porson. No, I didn't hate the book. I just wasn't in the mood for a romance book, and it was making me bored of the book. I did like the characters, I like the writing, I like the plot, but I think at this moment, I just don't want to read a romance. So I stopped reading Business Casual. I also got really sick, and because of the work done on my face, my mental health wasn't very good. So I decided to put down Business Casual, and I'm going to be ending the vlog here. I apologize that I'm doing a voiceover, but there's no way that I can appear on camera with this face. Regardless, I am going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and obviously if you have read any of these books, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.